Hello and welcome once more to Red Gaming Tech for yet more of your daily gaming news and myself, Marta. Today is still the 23rd of November and I have something interesting for you today, as senior EA staff has addressed gamers who were disappointed with the launch of NBA Live 14, and they have even promised updates that will make, quote, drastic and immediate improvements. Now, there was even a statement from the EA CEO who goes by the name of Andrew Wilson, and he said, quote, plain and simple, we haven't gotten the kind of early feedback we had hoped for on this game. I do think we have built a strong foundation, so we're accelerating a number of game updates to address your biggest issues, including the way the game teaches the new gameplay controls. And the executive producer of NBA Live 14, who goes for Sean O'Brien, and he apologised in a separate statement to gamers. And he said, quote, I'm not going to lie, it's been a rough week. As you can imagine, it isn't exactly the NBA Live comeback story we were hoping for this year. And this was following the negative critical response that actually resulted in the average Metacritic review score of 45 out of 100, and that is the PS4 version at the time of writing. And he also added, quote, we hear loud and clear that some of you are disappointed in various aspects of NBA Live 14, and I'm sorry if the game doesn't live up to your expectations. Looking at your feedback, we have laid out a plan to make NBA Live 14 a better game as quickly as we can. And he went on to promise improvements to the game's tutorials, along with drastic and immediate improvements to its graphics, animations, and so on via future updates. And he said, quote, you will notice in the coming weeks and months that the game's visuals and animation will improve significantly. And he actually did say quite a bit more, so I'll put a link to his full post in the description if you would like to read through his whole thing, but I have covered pretty much the key points. So it looks like the launch of this game was less than ideal. I'm not particularly a fan of sports games, not really my cup of tea, but it's never good when a game you've been looking forward to, especially one such as NBA, which hasn't, of course, graced us for quite some time, comes out and then is disappointing for various reasons, especially when it's been so heavily hyped, being the next generation game, and all that good stuff. So, a bit of a shame that it suffered such a rocky launch. Hopefully these updates will be coming quickly, as of course there's plenty of new games coming out to keep gamers interested, so I think EA are going to have to work quickly in order to have people hanging around and waiting for this game to be updated, because of course, well, there's plenty of other games to play, and by the time I've updated, if they take too long, they'll be like, well, I don't really care anymore, I'll play something else now, let's just move on. Of course, the hardcore fans will come back, of course, as they always do, but you don't want to just please them. You want to make sure everyone who's bought your game is satisfied, otherwise you may find yourself issuing a few refunds and dealing with some complaints as well. So hopefully they get this fixed sooner rather than later. It's never a good feeling when a game you've been looking forward to just doesn't run well or is bad because of bad gameplay, graphics, tutorials, whatever. It's always like, oh, you want to like it because you've been looking forward to it for so long, but you just can't quite. It's not doable. So hopefully this will get fixed before too long. Anyway, that is me done for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.